A document has a unique ID within its database, which can be almost any string. It contains arbitrary JSON, which the exception being that there are some reserved keys that start with an underscore. So in general, you shouldn't be using any properties that start with an underscore. If you're not familiar with JSON, it's really similar to property lists. It's just a little bit more limited. It can contain Booleans, numbers, strings, arrays, dictionaries. So you can't put dates or raw data in there unless you base 64 the data. Unlike a SQL or relational database, there is no kind of an explicit or enforced schema. Documents don't have to have the same structure. They don't have to have the same properties or the same property types. You can pretty much put anything you want in there. In addition, it doesn't enforce normalization, which is a relational term for like keeping your documents really, really small and single focus. So you can put a whole array of stuff into a single document if you want. You can put nested dictionaries in. For example, in an address card object, you could just put all the person's phone numbers into an array of strings in there. Binary attachments can be arbitrary sized data blobs, which is really nice because JSON itself doesn't store raw data efficiently. And the attachments are tagged with their MIME type. So they're very convenient to use. And this is something that is a kind of a subject for a whole talk in itself. Documents are versioned. So it's a little bit like a Git repository in a way, in that the database remembers the multiple versions of a document and which revision you're up to, which really comes into its own when you are doing sync with a remote server, because sync always carries with it the possibility of conflicts. And the revision tree helps resolve conflicts and figure out where the common ancestor is. Back into the source code. Okay, so now we're back into this initialization.